Have you ever thought to yourself, I wonder what British people think about America? Me neither. But that's what we watching today. Shout out to Good Thinking TV for the video. Let's see what these British people think about America. Probably not good, because I know that I think that everybody outside the States think that we just about guns and stuff. I mean, we kind of are. But, you know, let's see what they think. This intro is loud,
Okay, what
bro.
comes to your mind when I
I'm sorry about that intro, y'all. The intro is crazy loud.
say America?
Trump, guns, violence.
In terms of America, I know everybody criticises Donald Trump, but he is the elected.
Oh, and this video was a couple years ago. I think 2 years ago. So some things might be relevant. Some things might not be relevant. I don't know.
Leader, and if you're a supporter of democracy, well, they've chosen him, and I know he's supporting Israel, so I suppose there's that element of it which isn't very helpful.
When you say America, I think Trump, and I don't like Trump.
I say a country with so much potential, but so corrupt that it's an underwhelming country. Third world.
We are corrupt. We are pretty corrupt. A pretty corrupt country. I hate it. World shouldn't be ran that way. You know what I mean? At least our world shouldn't be. It's pretty crazy.
World country in a Gucci belt, basically.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Anti-vax.
That's a fact. Third world country in the Gucci belt. That's crazy. That is crazy. We supposed to be the most dominant nation and one of the top and stuff, but the way our people are treated, you know what I mean? The way that Americans are treated, and I said Americans, that's crazy. Americans are treated. You know, there's so many policies and stuff that's, I don't know, people are poor, they shouldn't be poor. People, it's just, I don't know, I ain't gonna get into all that stuff. I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole with y'all.
Vaxxers, I think of people not wanting to wear face masks. Their liberty comes first, their individual right to do whatever they want trumps everything else at the expense of the greater good. It's irresponsible. Yeah, not a fan.
I have quite strong opinions on America.
Okay.
Are you surprised? I mean, more recently, given the current administration, my opinion of America is right down there. I have been to America a few times. I've lived there as well. It's a very interesting country in some ways. To me, it's like an adolescent flexing its muscles and trying to pretend it's bigger than it is, interfering in other people's countries, etc., etc.
Damn, that's crazy. I mean, you got a point with that, interfering with other countries. I mean, I don't know why we do that. I don't know why we always the country that got to jump in. You know what I mean? You know, you got that fight. You got two people fighting. Then you got that one friend of a friend who just jumps in. We always that country that jumps in the fight. Why do we do that? And we flex our muscle like we the big. She got a point, low key. She do got a point.
It's a bit of a cliche, but I suppose it's like every other country. There are good people. There are people who are perhaps not quite so good. I've known many very generous Americans.
Madness, craziness.
Oh, really?
Yes, yes. I go over a couple of times a year. My friends live in Houston. I do love the country, but I wouldn't want to live there. Yeah.
Why not?
No. You go from state to state. Laws are different. Sometimes times are different. No, I wouldn't want to stay there now. I think it's quite a dangerous place to live these days.
That is crazy. I mean, most people here don't want to live here, man. You ask me, man. I'm trying to live out there. I'm trying to live out in Italy or something. I'm trying to be off the grid out somewhere in Italy. You know what I mean? I don't even want to be here. I don't doubt anybody. You know, I don't fault anybody else for not wanting to be here. But I mean, is it dangerous? Yeah, it's pretty dangerous. We got our cities, but I think you go to other countries and stuff, they got their dangers. So
Days especially.
There is a lot of things like happening, politic things. There's two parts of America. Like I think they're not like a unique country.
I think America has always been the
fact.
kind of country that online, oh, it's the amazing, this best country ever. But when actually you see the facts, it's like, oh, there are more troubles, you know.
America's freedom, but I think there's also a lot of discriminations, especially if you're colored. It's quite normal if you came to a foreign country, you would experience these things. But I think America is, they have the worst experience.
That's
I think
a fact.
here in the UK it's more common.
We got an appearance from the kitty cat. What's up, Yomo? I'm finished this video for the people. We'll play after.
I'm down.
I don't want to give any opinion about it. So.
Obviously, with them being a bigger country and they take more prominence on the world stage, so I think when we're talking about masks and the ideologies around wearing them, the news is quicker to pick up on dissent. And I think people have been getting quite a harsh rap with regard to adjusting to the lockdown measures in the US or here in the UK, wearing masks being mandated. It takes a time to adjust to those, and I think nobody's being given the leeway to set up the behaviours to adjust to that. that and then to enact them. So, for example, again, my PhD is in behavioural science. I think when people are having to set up a new set of practices, no one's being given the time to allow them to learn how to do that, to wear a mask consistently. When people in Florida are having open town hall meetings and talking about their personal liberties and how mandating masks goes against them, it does a disservice to us as people when we're having to learn a lot in this kind of new world that we exist in. So I think America kind of serves as kind of...
Yomo, what are you doing, man? We'll play after I'm done. This cat is crazy. All right.
What not to do sometimes, especially when it comes from messages from the top down.
I find it rather a bossy place. Maybe that's just New York, I don't know. You know, walk, don't walk. Stand behind the line. Why even come to America?
Oh, I've never seen. Nah, man, we not like that. We not bossy. I agree with a lot of this video, man, but we ain't bossy people, man. We ain't.
They interrogate you at the immigration.
Yeah, that's right. But on the whole, I just...
They might interrogate you. I don't know.
What is your opinion of America? What comes to your mind?
Well, I love America because I am half American.
Would you go there quite often?
I try. I mean, recently I've been there two, 3 times a year. I'm just very interested in the history of America. It fascinates me. I mean, I'm not going to talk politically because there is so much going on. I don't live in America, so I mean, we all have our views on certain topics. I do feel they're not treating the whole COVID-19 situation very seriously.
And we didn't. We completely botched that whole COVID-19 situation, man. I mean, we on the up and up. It still isn't going away, obviously, but we on the up and up. But the way we completely botched that, half the country was divided on it. What a mess, man. We completely botched it, dude.
I'm sure they are, but they don't appear to be. You know, it comes across that they're not.
It's very easy to become Americanized. That kind of grates on me a little bit.
What do you mean by
Currently,
that?
I think that the whole Black Lives Matter issue, its time has come, and I'm very happy about that. And I wish them all the luck.
Hey, man, look at you. Shout out the lady, man. Shout out to Miss Frizz over here, man. Shout out to Frill. But, yeah, that Black Lives whole organization stuff, I think it came out the people who started the organization was just pocketing the money and shit like that, buying mansions and stuff. But I'm cool that she was down with the cause, though. She was down with the cause. Yomo, you got to get off the table, bro.
In getting as far as they
the
can
desk.
in their bid for equality. And of course, we need that here as well, but I don't think it's as bad as it is in the US.
Well, interestingly, I was on a study exchange there in Washington, D.C. for the year and had to quickly fly back when everything kind of kicked off. I think that it's important that we remember that the issues that we see in America are reflected here. It's not in a bubble over there. You know, essentially the issues are expressed differently, but I don't think that they are non-existent here. I think it's important that we remember that and that we acknowledge the role that our country's played in that, and that we recognise our faults, and that everybody keeps...
All these people sound smart. Or you either agree or disagree with the people. Regardless, they sound well educated.
educating themselves.
America's so incredibly diverse. There's lots of benefits to it. I have some really good friends who are Americans, and they're not part of that minority, I guess it would be.
I think it's a bit of a mess as well.
Country, but I guess it's their own guy in charge of it. The presidency seems to just be on sound bites and very little detail, and I do think that probably America's standing in the world is diminished because of him. If he is the example or the figurehead of that country, how can it be a great country?
With America, in terms of lockdown, I'm glad I'm not there, because they have so many of those anti-lockdown protests as well that kicked off before the BLM protests. It's just frightening, and we don't have that to the same scale here, so I feel lucky that I'm not there. I have a lot of family there who are very concerned about...
Yeah, that whole protest and stuff got us looking like fools, man. That whole anti... you know what I mean? The anti-vaccine protest, the anti-masking protest, all that stuff, man, just had us looking like idiots. It really did, man. That's how the world sees us.
About it, as I would be. So yeah, not great, I don't think.
That's the video. All right, well, yeah, that's the video. So a lot of people outside of, well, I say a lot of people, British people, I guess, seems like the main consensus is that we had a crazy leader, which we did, man. I don't get political too much on this channel, if at all. Trump was wild. I think we could all agree to that. They think that we about guns and we flex our muscle, which we do. I don't understand the whole gun thing. I think guns are stupid. Keep it real. they think that some lady, one person said, lady, was it the lady? I don't forgot who it was, said that we act like toddlers. I think it was a lady. So we toddlers always got to flex our muscle when we get into other countries' business. Which I don't understand why we do that either. I don't really disagree with any point really that these people made. It's all valid points that they all made. Like I said before, they all sound educated. But that's the video. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of British people? You know what I mean? I think they should have a video. What does America think about? But I'm sure they do. But as always, if you like the video, like the video if you like the video. Dislike it if you dislike it. It is what it is. I love y'all. Y'all have a good one. Peace.